Welcome everyone. Today we will be discussing about the cardiovascular system, the body's lifeline for circulation. For the contents of our video presentation, first we will be introducing what the cardiovascular system is all about. We will be also diving into the anatomy. We will be also understanding the functions of the system, discussing the diseases that affect it, and ending with a conclusion. Let's begin by the exploring the cardiovascular system. Your cardiovascular system is responsible for transporting blood, nutrients, gases, and waste. The cardiovascular system is part of the circulatory system that circulates blood. So we can actually interchange cardiovascular and circulatory. So the cardiovascular system consists of the following: heart, blood vessels, and blood. Now, first, we will be discussing the heart of the system, of course, the heart itself. This remarkable organ is about the size of your fist that pumps blood throughout your body. It is made up of multiple layers of tissue, and your heart is at the center of your circulatory system. By the way, your brain and nervous system direct your heart's function also. So, your heart has four chambers. We have right atrium and left atrium, and two ventricles, your right ventricle and your left ventricle. So the first thing that happens here is your blood enters through the right atrium, then moves to the right ventricle, which pumps it to the lungs for oxygenation. And then the oxygen rich blood then returns to the left atrium, travels to the left ventricle, and is pumped to the rest of the body. So as your heart acts as a pump, it sends blood through a network of blood vessels. So your arteries, your veins, and your capillaries. So your arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to tissues and organs. Your vein, on the other hand, bring oxygen-poor blood back to the heart. And your capillaries, they are the smallest blood vessels, and they also allow the exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste products between the blood and body cells. And like any other system in the body, the cardiovascular system can face challenges. Let's talk about some diseases that can affect this critical system. So the common disease that my bad, common diseases that affect the cardiovascular system include your hypertension. So your hypertension is also known as high blood pressure, where it is a condition where the force of blood pushing against the walls of your arteries is too high. Your high blood pressure can also lead to CAD or coronary artery disease because it adds force to the artery walls. And over time, this can damage these blood vessels, which can lead to more plaque buildup, also known as your atherosclerosis. Other health risk conditions we have, or heart conditions we have, is your heart stroke. Your heart stroke, by the way, and heart attack are both different. So your heart stroke, it is much more related to the brain, and your heart attack is occurs when the blood flow to the heart muscle is blocked. We also have your arrhythmias. An arrhythmia is an irregular heartbeat or paspas ang heartbeat nimo. Now, to fortunately, we have some steps for us to prevent this from happening or from worsening it. So, first is to have regular checkups. So, regular blood pressure and cholesterol checks can help identify and manage risk factors early on. Second is to have a healthy diet. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein can reduce risk. Lastly, also physical fitness. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. So to conclude, the cardiovascular system is a complex and vital system that works around the So, to conclude, your cardiovascular system is a complex and vital system that works around the clock to ensure our survival. By understanding its anatomy and functions, as well as being aware of potential health risks, you can take steps to protect your heart and live a longer, healthier life. So, thank you for joining us today. Remember, your cardiovascular system is always working for you, so let's work to keep it healthy.